That's gonna be a distraction. Welcome to June favorites. So my first favorite is a EP released by one of my favorite artists, who's LP, and the name of the EP by LP is Death Valley. You should listen to it. I like it. Next are two podcast favorites this month, and one I think I've already mentioned before, and it is the Bored with Life Dungeons and Dragons podcast, and I was on it, which is really, really cool. So I was on last week's episode, which is the episode that came out I think June 23rd, this week's, and I think 2 more. I like it. My second podcast favorite is, I think, a relatively new podcast, and it is called Strong Opinions Loosely Held, and it is hosted by Refinery29, and it's kind of a feminist podcast. Different guests on every week to talk about a different topic, and it's just been really lovely and like enriching to listen to, because I listen to a lot of comedy podcasts, but this is not a comedy podcast. It's just a really good, interesting podcast. I like it. My next favorite is a book called Without You, There Is No Us by Suki Kim. It is about a woman that went undercover as a teacher in North Korea, teaching English to the children of North Korean elite. I'm not finished with it yet, but it has been so incredibly fascinating. I don't really know a whole lot about North Korea in general, but I'm going to find so much more books like this because this has been really, really good. I like it. Next is a movie favorite, and that is The Invitation, which I'm not 100% sure how widely released that was. I know I saw trailers for it when I went and saw movies at the Alamo, but I'm not 100% sure if it like was released anywhere else. Really, just a really, really good, tense, beautifully shot, beautifully acted, beautifully colored film. You can rent it on Amazon Prime. I really, really liked it. Next is a t-shirt that I got for my birthday, and it is a t-shirt for Hello from the Magic Tavern, and it says, "You, sir, wizard and Pokemon master of light and shadow, champion of the great halls of Terracofield, known as the Angelic Dwarf, known as Diamond Hoop Stages, and in the Northeast he is known as Gasoline's Mesa." That's a character's name in the podcast. I really like this shirt. I'm gonna go see a live show of the podcast in like a week in Chicago, which is really fun. I like it. Next is this, which is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. It's just the original eyeshadow primer. I had been using a really crappy cream eyeshadow primer that literally did nothing. This does so much. It keeps my eyeshadows on my eyes all day and keeps it from creasing and making my eyelids feel like an oil field. I like it. Next is a moisturizer. It is the Sheer Transformation Moisturizer from Henriksen. I really like it. This is obviously not the full size because that would be ridiculous, but I really like it. It moisturizes my skin really well. My last favorite for this month, this is the Korres Black Pine Night Cream. This smells really good. I like how it feels on my face. So that's it. I hope you guys had a really good June. I hope that you have a fun and safe 4th of July. Goodbye, friends.